it okay to date your sibling's ex?
Is this even a question?
I
said
think
no.
we're thinking.
If anyone else who's sane is going to say no.
Okay. I say, let's talk about it. Right? If they're rich, if they look good now, clearly there's something you like about us because we got raised together, so we got things that we have in common. I can see it. I am not gonna stop the love of my life just because he had a little piece of my sister.
So how is that different from you dating one of my exes?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the SWN podcast. My name is Carla, if you're new here.
And I'm Dexty.
If you're new, thank you for coming back. If you've already been here, hey, girl. What's up, guy? How do you say to guy? You be like, hey, girl. What do you say to a guy?
To a guy,
hey, girl.
I don't.
I can't believe how quickly these things come out of your mouth. It's like, you don't even think about it. It just comes.
I'm just kidding. I'd be like, my routing is 9.
Cha-ching.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, she's not.
I'd be like, hi, friend.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, friend.
Yeah.
If you're a male, if you're a they, them, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody, everybody, welcome.
You're so random.
I know. It's fine. Well, what's new with you?
What's new with me? I'm getting ready for my race. It's right around the corner.
Oh,
actually,
by the time race at work, I was like, yeah.
Actually, by the time this is posted, I'm probably doing it that week.
Oh, yes. Okay, so everybody, you make sure you go to Dex's thing and send her some motivational.
Yes, for my High Rocks race. And I'm going to post it on social media. I paid for a package where they video me.
Nice. Yes. I know that's right. But you can still do your little BTS and post about it.
Yes, Michaela's going to be there. So she'll see if she can do that for me. So, yes, that's what I'm doing. What about you?
That. I've been spending a lot of time outside.
Good.
I felt a difference, and I did want to tell you that.
Your mental health, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. From the walks to being, one day waking up and saying I'm going to the beach, to going to the pool, to just being outside with the baby, letting him play. I feel clear. I just think I just needed the summer to be here. Mm-hmm. And it does feel a lot better. So yeah, spending time outside has been a thing for me.
Soak it up while you can.
And it's not partying outside. You heathens. I meant outside with the greenery.
Outside. You're outside.
Outside. Yes. No, one E at the end. One E and a capital O.
Did you see Ayesha Howard responded to your motherfucking ass?
I heard her.
Loud and clear? It
was loud, but also like, why?
She said she did not have her baby for a check.
Neither did I, because I ain't get one. I'm not getting one, so neither did I.
So what did you think about her response?
Well, first of all, I had never seen what she looked like.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't know what she looked like.
I think she's pretty.
Very, duh.
Yeah.
You don't think a girl just walking around here looking like an ogre is going to get just any old guy with money to have baby with them. She started talking and I said, stupid. Immediately.
Really?
Immediately. Her voice, her way she puts words together, those sentences, what was coming out of her mouth. I said, I can see how they can impregnate you by you just moaning.
You're such
Don't
a
talk.
meanie.
I'm not. How am I being mean? She called me broke.
She did. Oh my gosh. She said, you guys, do I go on your page and say, you kept that baby for a Section 8 voucher?
Yeah, all she let me know is that, yes,
you kept that baby for more food stamps. She said, I don't judge y'all. Why are y'all judging
First of
me?
all, yes, you do, bitch.
That was hilarious.
You judge because that's why you do what you do. But it doesn't take away from the fact that now I know even more from listening to, shout out to Holding Court with Ebony K. Williams and Dustin Ross, where they really broke down legally, what she's doing here and what's going on. And it still doesn't change my mind of the fact that she's doing just this for money. That little baby, and but a check for her. It looks like the check is not going to be what she thought it would have been. Because the judge in California said, back to Georgia. And then 2, there's a way that he could get away without paying her anything.
I did not know
and just giving up his parental rights.
I didn't know you could do
because
that. So why don't more men do that?
Because they're dick twats.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. They should. But I guess women aren't going to allow it either. Just be like, oh, it's cool. Just give me the baby. I mean, I would. But I don't know.
I did also learn that she is not the only older female he's been with or has a baby with.
Who's the other?
So the
older
main
ones?
baby that he claims, his girlfriend that he technically cheated on,
They had the baby at the same time.
yeah, right, yeah, she's older too,
How much older?
like almost the same age as she's in her 30s.
Okay,
Yeah.
31
So
is
he
a big
just
difference from
likes
38.
older women.
If he's 23 and he's with a 31-year-old versus a 38, I still think that makes a difference.
She's just still trying to find a way to be right.
I am telling you.
He's just still trying. To
I'm
find
glad
a way
you
to be
responded, Ayesha, to my video and the other 50 million that there were. That she saw
was
mine.
specifically responding to
I feel like she said, Carla, you got something to say? Because both your baby daddies ain't got shit. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. My ex-husband, he doing all right. Shout out to him and his little family or whatever. They doing all right. But the second one, I felt like she was talking to me directly.
I was laughing.
She said,
like, she read all of us.
She said, yo, baby daddy don't got a pot to piss. And I said, he don't. I get it. You're right. But also, you're still a little pedo. You still did that for money. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. I feel like she should have just shut the fuck up. And I came out. She shouldn't have said anything.
I'm glad she said something.
You are?
I am. Because a lot of people had a lot of opinions on her.
And we still do. The opinion didn't stop. It got worse once I heard you talk.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
No.
We'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Who's our woman of the week?
Okay, so our woman of the week this week is this brilliant, amazing Black woman. One of her best talents that she just let us know about, from her own mouth, is this.
I'm gonna fart. I'm a grown woman. I've gone through a lot in this country. I'm gonna fart.
Yes.
I am a human fucking girl.
Human.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a machine.
That's right.
I'm gassy. I'm gonna fart.
I am.
And it is what it is. What the fuck about it?
Oh.
What?
I felt that.
Okay.
Bitch, what?
What?
I'm not holding it.
Not holding it.
I'm not holding it.
I feel her. I was actually walking over here and I was passing by this little 420 smoke shop and my stomach was like, I felt it. And I was like, I'm just going to walk. And it was like 1, 2, and just kept going. I was like, that felt so good.
Really?
Yes.
How does that feel? I don't fart. How does that feel?
Wait, you don't? Yes.
No.
Girl, I got a video. I will
pull a day in my life.
Stop lying right now. I'll pull that video.
I'm not on it.
Yes, you are.
There's no proof.
I have it right here in my phone.
There's no proof.
I will put
It's AI.
Dex.
It's AI.
Everybody will hear your fart. Say right now you fart.
It's AI. It's not me.
It's Dex. Say right now you fart.
I don't.
Dex.
So what does it feel like?
It feels freeing.
Does it empty? Like, do you feel empty?
Yes, it feels amazing. Where is that video of you farting?
No, never done it before.
Not me.
No video exists. Not such a thing does not exist.
I'm sending it to Kason.
But I love Doechii as well because I feel like she's so like, I don't care.
Oh yeah, I never said who it was. It's Doechii.
Yeah, exactly.
She goes on red carpets. She is a performer. She is at the top of her game, okay? Mm-hmm. And she's like, F y'all, for real. Like, I'm gassy, and I don't understand what it is about girls that say they don't fart.
Some of us really don't.
Dex.
I don't.
I get you told us you're a liar in the last episode. You don't have to continue going.
I don't.
Are you being serious right now?
I don't fart.
Dex.
Don't.
We fart in the bed together when we're on vacation.
No, I say that I am so you feel comfortable.
I
but I
smell
really
it.
don't. No, that's yourself. I say that I am because I don't want you to feel bad. I told you I'd be lying.
Bro, you smell like Dex when you
I don't know
fart.
what you're talking about. Never done it a day in my life. I was curious what it
Well, I
feels
let
like.
it rip. I burp. I fart. It is what it is. I mean, I try not to do it like in certain instances. Like there's some people that just don't give a damn. Like my dad used to be at the dinner table and just lift up a butt cheek and let it rip.
Oh,
but I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. I agree. There's nothing wrong with it.
So why you don't
I just
fart?
don't do it. My body just doesn't need that. It just doesn't happen.
Dex,
what
is wrong with you today?
I don't.
You see now, old lady.
I don't.
Okay, well, we just gonna let her stand on her lie. None of her truth. She's gonna stand on that lie.
We'll move on to the motherhood segment because, I don't really.
Oh, especially after birth. I know you was farting.
No, I don't.
We be gassy after giving birth.
Carla, I don't.
All right. Dex.
Whatever you're doing to your body to make you feel that way, yeah.
I bet you lately, since you've been drinking your protein shakes.
I don't drink protein shakes. I don't. I eat real protein.
Okay, so eating all that protein, that salmon make you gassy.
So anyway, what are they doing in Destin?
Okay, fine, I guess. Where did I put the damn link? What'd I do with it? Here we go. Now you done threw me off because what? I can't believe you're saying here with a straight face lie to these people.
I can't believe you're pressing on it so much. I really don't.
I don't like that.
Why would I not admit that?
Exactly. That's what I'm asking you.
That would be weird. I don't.
You're being mad weird. I don't know what's wrong with you today. Did somebody get her more coffee or something?
I don't.
After that coffee, you gonna tell me you're not gonna fart? Okay. All right, Dex.
I don't.
These people they don't deserve to be lied to. They leave us reviews. They show up on a weekly basis. We should trust them.
I'm an open book on this podcast.
That book
I don't fart.
You know them books that don't open for real? It's like a fake book.
I don't.
Whatever. All right, well, moving right along. I'm going to find that video. I'm going to post it just because you want to sit here and lie to our friends. These are our friends.
Go ahead.
There's you know where video. I'm going to post it?
Where?
So y'all know, go to the So What Now page, and there's a channel, our broadcasting channel that's called Only Friends. It'll be posted there as soon as this episode drops.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. I know it's in my
April
phone.
Fools or something.
That already passed.
Okay.
We're mid-April.
There's no okay.
That's how I know you're not autistic.
I know you don't have a video of me farting.
I do. You're showing me your clothes, and while you're doing your clothes, you farted. Do you remember?
No, they're probably. Go ahead.
You see?
There probably was like a creak in the ground.
No, you said, "Oops, sorry, I farted."
I swear. Go ahead.
You don't remember?
We'll move on.
Okay.
What are they doing in Destin,
You're so
Florida?
lucky this is my outline. I got to be using my phone because I would have been looking for it while you was talking. Moving right along to our motherhood segments, the mothers that fart. Yes, this is for us. Because right now in Destin, which is actually here in Florida, they announced, what you said, you got to fart?
You're discriminating against moms who don't fart.
Those aren't real people.
Okay.
So there's no discrimination here.
All right, whatever.
It doesn't exist. So Destin High School right here in Florida announced that it's going to transition to a 4-day school week beginning in 2026 academic year. So that's next year, starting August.
And it's the high school.
Yes, the high school, 4 days. The students are going to be attending classes from Monday through Thursday. And then with this new schedule, the school hours for the students are going to be from 7:30 to 3:30, and the teachers will be from 7 to 4.
Okay.
Although it sounds great, right?
Yeah, they need to talk to my job.
That's what I was thinking. So now who's going to talk to the job of these kids that got to get picked up, that might be outside of the school district, that they might not have, the money to leave somebody with them? High school, we're talking about 14.
Yeah.
So at 14, technically, you could stay home. But what if it's one of these, you got a little fast-ass little girl as a daughter?
Yeah, but not just that. So there's always going to be people who live right outside the lines. They don't live far enough to get bused, but they live far enough where walking is terrible. And how are those parents going to get them to and from?
I don't know. I think, and I was telling you this when we looked this up, I feel like it's a little bit of a classism in there. Is Destin a rich area? I've never been.
It's not poor.
Oh,
you know where Destin is? It's up in the Panhandle.
Yeah, it's up there.
I went up there one time. It was scary.
Why?
Racism.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mandy went there one time and they were on a yacht in the water.
No, it was scary.
Oh.
Literally, somebody got out of the pool because we got in.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would have called them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We left within 24 hours. It was
I
scary.
told you, I just
it was
went to...
weird. It was just weird vibes. We felt like we were being looked at.
That's how I felt. Remember when I told you we went to the Clearwater place?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it felt. But going back to this, there is a shortage of teachers. And it seems like apparently they're doing this to attract younger teachers that may want their Friday, Saturday, Sunday
that
to
makes
work.
sense.
So,
but it's we need to have, it needs to be even. The corporate America needs to catch up with that. Because if they start doing that from middle school and elementary, it's going to be even worse.
I don't see that trickling down.
Childcare is crazy.
I don't see it trickling down, but I'm also thinking perhaps this can help teenagers work on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That could be cool.
So they could also have a job
or with extracurricular activities.
Or if they do enrollment, go to Valencia, whatever their community college is.
There could be positives to this. Yeah, there could be.
I think that maybe other counties can catch on seeing how this goes, but there are some people that are stupid, great, even less education for Americans. Shut up. There's always someone
but they are making the school day longer.
No, 7:30 to 3:30. That's what they do now, right? Maybe an hour longer.
Oh, okay. An hour longer, it'll even
because I think they get out at 2:30 now.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then.
So it's extra 4 hours. I mean, do we really need that many hours of school?
Probably.
I don't think so. What are we learning?
She's so anti-school.
Because 7:30 to 3:30, have you done algebra? Let us, I think at high school, you can kind of know if you're really good at something or not and then choose something. We don't need trigonometry. I don't remember anything from trigonometry.
But there's some people who use it.
Okay, then teach me when I choose to decide to do that.
I don't know if you can make that decision so young. So it's good to still expose them to it. That would be my point of view.
Exposure? I think exposure is like a class, not a whole like
semester.
Year. Yeah. We can do like little things, see what you like. But I don't think we need to be in school that long anyway.
I know you don't.
We should do something else. Like, I don't know, go hiking. Maybe teach us about credit. Maybe teach the children cooking classes. I think every school should have a cooking class.
Do they still do that?
Cooking classes?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think these kids don't do nothing but sit on their ass on the iPad. And if you don't sit down, then you're in trouble. And if you move too much, you got ADHD or autism, and then you're a bad kid, and then you go to the principal's office and you get suspended.
Yeah.
I don't think kids should be outside.
I agree.
Not sitting down the whole time. Yeah, so that is happening over. So if I believe other counties and other countries already have a 4-day school day, or maybe some private schools. If you do, send us a message. I want to kind of know what it's like for you to do that.
And can we do that in corporate America, please? Thank you.
In corporate America? Doubt it. Psh, they're rude. Oh, wait. This is not letting me click on any links. I don't know why.
Did you not copy the whole link or something?
No, it actually is letting me now, but...
Okay. What other foolishness you found on the internet, Carla?
It was definitely foolishness because...
Today's outline is just internet foolishness.
It is. It is. How can I copy this link? It's not letting me select. This is ghetto. It's not working and it's pissing me off. This is why I need my laptop. I'm bringing my laptop. I'm bringing my laptop from now on. That's it. And if I go on an ADHD...
I'll keep you. You
have to bring me back. Whatever. I can't open it. We're going to skip right through it because I can't open it. Okay. All right, fine. So we're going to go straight to my favorite. Dex doesn't want me to talk about this.
I don't want you to talk about this. I'm so embarrassed for you.
Well, if I can open it.
I think we know the gist of this one.
The gist of it? Yeah. Okay, so basically, Love B. Scott reported that 2 of the kids of David and Victoria Beckham are right now feuding. They're a couple years apart, and it's because one of the brothers is dating the other brother's ex-girlfriend. Mm-hmm. The new brother is now married. Got his, his shorty, he married. But the younger brother is now dating his ex-girlfriend, and they're not on talking terms. Really? They're not showing up to birthdays. I think David Beckham had his 50th birthday. He wasn't there. Mm-hmm. And the other one didn't show up with his wife because the other one showed up with the girlfriend. Okay. The girl wants to be a Beckham real bad.
Real bad.
And now the brothers ain't talking. Necessary. And is it okay to date your sibling's ex?
Is this even a question?
Yes.
No, it's not a question.
Yes, and it took me a while. Would you date your sibling's ex? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Viv said no.
Yeah. I think no.
We're thinking...
If anyone else who's sane is going to say no.
Okay. I say, let's talk about it. Right? Why are we talking about it? Because what if it's an estranged sibling?
Still no.
If they're rich. If they look good now. Clearly, there's something you like about us because we got raised together, so we got things that we have in common. I can see it. I can see it happening if I don't fuck with you. If it was a long time ago, and now we connect for real. It's like a real connection. It happened organically. I don't see why not. I am not gonna stop the love of my life just because he had a little piece of my sister.
So how is that different from you dating one of my exes?
Because I feel like we've known each other way less than I've known like a sibling.
Okay.
So it's more time. So let's say you dated a kid in like middle school.
Okay.
And I didn't know you. And you're like, that was my middle school boyfriend. And now we're like 38 and I fell in love with him.
Even if I hunched him?
In middle school? Mm-hmm. You was a fast one.
Let's just say I was. I wasn't. But let's
in middle school. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I feel like it's so many other people to choose from. Like, this can be off limits.
Okay, I don't think I would hunch your middle school.
Weird.
I just don't.
I think it's weird to be laid up with somebody who laid up with your sibling.
Okay.
It's weird.
I'm not gonna date your middle school boyfriend because we're still friends.
Okay. But if we stop being friends, it's all the table.
I really love the man. Like, he's my soulmate.
You don't gotta worry about me fucking with none of your exes. You hear me?
You don't want
none of them.
They're all broke.
None of them.
You know.
Let's say they even looked none of them.
Not one.
Not one. Not even somebody who liked you. Because then I'm like, you like Carla more than you like me.
No,
I don't care if they saw you first. I don't care. They should have waited for me. Yeah, no. It's just weird. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh girl, like you could be like, oh girl, make him do this. I used to like when you used to do this.
That's why you. Okay, so if you're still talking to the person, no. But if you have what if your sibling's dead?
So this was a thing on Mob Wives. It's an old reality show. The 2 girls was beefing because they were friends. Mm-hmm. And she said one of the girls moved away. Mm-hmm. And when she came back, the girl was with her ex, had done married him and everything. But they weren't talking. Yeah. So I'm like, if y'all weren't talking for that long period of time, y'all weren't friends anymore.
Right.
So that's different.
Okay, so I think that's what I'm meaning. Because
this is sibling. A sibling not going to stop being your sibling.
I can stop talking to you, though.
I don't think that's grounds to open the floodgates.
I think it's okay if you don't talk to your sibling and it's been a really long time.
But also, anybody who dated your sister, are they all there?
Maybe they got the theirs after. They figured it out a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Now you came to your senses. There you go. Now you smart. Come over here. Let me show you a good time.
If you're willing to do that, does that mean you was kind of peeping them while they were together?
I'm sure they will. You see me? You see me? I know they was looking at me.
Carla,
I think I'm biased because I don't talk to my siblings.
That's weird. And I think we should cut this part out of the show. I don't think people should know that you would be willing to do that. I don't think I want
any of my sister's exes. They're all Spanish. Well, that's a black one. No, but he was my good brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want any of them.
I'm glad. One sister. I'm glad.
What if my brothers were gay? Then they wouldn't want me. So I guess it doesn't apply to me. Let's move on.
Yes, could we please?
Let's move on. Intrusive thoughts were coming in. I said I was going to smoke on the way here. I should have.
Let's move on.
I should have. Okay, so we're going to talk about Gabrielle Union.
Yes.
So first of all, shout out to Les with her new podcast. She's so lucky. She just rebranded from Balanced Black Girl.
Yeah.
Balanced Black Girl. And she has her new podcast now. She's so lucky. And also shout out to Natasha with Shine with Natasha and her agency, who is working with her cutting clips. So there's this clip that went viral with Gabrielle Union on Balanced Black Girl, where she talked about that years back when she mentioned that she was married to Dwayne Wade, who's a very, very wealthy basketball player. She decided that in their marriage and their relationship, they would split everything 50-50.
Everything was 50-50.
Homes are 50-50, bills are 50-50, everything was 50-50. That's how she wanted it, and that's how it was. And everybody was like...
And she was like real firm on it. She was like, nope, because like I don't want him to own things and he not have the power to like take from me or put me out. Like it has to be ours. That was her stance on it. But my girl don't see the light.
Apparently, she saw the light and she said that ain't the way it is anymore. It's no longer 50-50. And her reasoning behind it, I would say, it's that it was a trauma response. Why she was going 50-50 with him. And we talked about this, and it
was a need for her to have some sort of control, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And not allow him to have the power over, like she felt like he would have power over her.
Felt every word she was saying. I loved her book. It was Can I Have More Wine or Another Glass of Wine? Something like that. It's Gabrielle Union's book. I read it years back. That's when she admitted to like having like 13 miscarriages, and they tried to have kids for a long time. She just couldn't.
Yeah.
But it was a trauma response, like she said. And to me, I was like, oh, this can help us talk about some trauma responses in relationships and see how we fall into it. But definitely when it comes to the 50-50 situation, I would say, I don't think I would ever allow a man to completely take care of me, but I also have not been in position to have a man that could take care of all of my bills or all of my expenses, and I could still do my own thing and they would be okay with it.
Okay.
So I have not been exposed to that either. So I can't say what I would or wouldn't do if I haven't been exposed to it, because all the niggas that I've been fucking with can't even pay my mortgage.
I've only lived with one guy. And that wasn't even really real.
What do you mean?
I lived with Michaela's dad and he paid for everything.
How's that not real?
Because I feel like I was so young and it was such a short period of time.
Yeah.
It was probably like a couple months.
But even if I'm not living
that's the only time I ever lived with a man.
Wow. Do you ever want to live with a man?
No.
Okay. They come out so fast.
I really
Your responses,
don't. No.
Like you don't even breathe before answering.
No, but I still want them to pay my bills. But no, I don't want to live with them.
Okay.
Maybe that's a trauma response.
Maybe? Are you questioning that?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I don't want to live
Are you
with
still
them.
going to therapy?
But it's not like I want to live with anybody.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. I really do like my alone space. Okay, so there are 4 types of trauma responses in a relationship, and we're going to go through a few. So the first one is fight response. Bow, bow. Fight response. Hyper independence. Boom. I don't need anyone, even in a committed relationship. You're always bracing for abandonment. You feel like you feel some of that?
Maybe.
Also within fight response, controlling behavior, wanting to control plans, finances, or emotions to feel safe.
Okay.
Okay. And then frequent arguments, quick to anger or defensiveness, especially when feeling threatened or unheard. That's been me.
I have a little bit of the first two. The hyper independence and the controlling behavior.
I for sure have had all three.
Okay.
I haven't put myself to the test with anyone, but I know hyper and controlling have always been a thing, and definitely frequent arguments, especially when I feel like I'm not being heard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, listen to me. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's a fight response. Then there's a flight response. That one is avoidance. So you shut down, ghost, or disappear when there's conflict.
That's me.
I'm about to say, I feel like you shut down.
Shut down, block city.
So you got a little fight, you got a little flight.
Yeah.
Perfectionism, constantly striving to be perfect partner to avoid criticism or rejection.
No.
I don't think I care. Yeah. I feel like I'm perfect already. So if you don't, too bad. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
And then overworking, pouring into work or outside obligations to avoid emotional intimacy.
I do that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'll get real busy.
You're back
either at work or at the gym. I'm real busy.
Okay.
Too busy to have the argument. Too busy to have the feelings.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
I'd be feeling. I overwork for other reasons, but not necessarily in a relationship. Yeah, no. Then there's a freeze response, shutting down emotionally, going numb, disassociating, or feeling stuck in relationships. I feel like I can't disassociate. Not from relationships, because we're talking specifically romantic relationships.
Yeah.
I don't think I do that. Staying in toxic relationships, feeling paralyzed and unable to leave even when you know it's unhealthy. Been there. I don't think I would.
Haven't been there
anymore.
in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I grew out of that one. And then indecisiveness, difficulty making decisions in the relationship due to fear of doing the wrong thing.
Been there.
I actually know someone, and it's a male that's here in this freeze response. Constantly, like, just, they just numb. They're just going through the motion every day. It's like, if I leave, it could cause them to do whatever. Like, that has to be a really shitty space to be in, because you know it's unhealthy. You know you need to get out. You know it's not good for you, but you can't move.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's tough.
I think we do that with jobs as well sometimes.
Yes.
We'll stay right here with relationships. And then Fawn response, people pleasing, sacrificing needs, boundaries, or values to keep the peace or avoid conflict.
Nah.
No. I've done it. I've done it because there's a part of a very toxic relationship where you're constantly doing whatever it is is going to make them happy to avoid them that fight or them getting upset. Okay. So they're been there, but not no more. I couldn't care. Woo! Lack of boundaries, allowing mistreatment to feel loved or accepted. No. But I've seen it
in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. And then constant caretaking, trying to heal or fix a partner, often at the expense of your own well-being.
Is this Carla?
Boy, did I want to be a Build-A-Man, Build-A-Bear, like what? All day building somebody. Let me fix you. Let me build your business. Let me help your bank account.
You was using tape. You was using plaster. You was tying shit together. You was doing anything to keep it together.
Bob the Builder
Barbara the Builder.
Gosh. Like, stop fixing men. And men, stop fixing women.
Yeah.
We don't need fixing. We just need some coins. That's it. The ones that need fixing need to go fix themselves. Now, I remember specifically in the pod that I had with my ex, there was an episode, and this was like, I was already on the out. Like, well, I didn't know I was on the out until I was out, truly.
Yeah.
But it was already pretty bad. It was when it was the worst. And we were recording something, and I was like, we should come in. I'm 100, you're 100. And then, like, we compliment each other. He was like, no, you complete me. And I remember saying, I shouldn't have to complete you.
Right.
I felt so exhausted. And I remember him saying, nah, you have to complete me. I'm coming in at 50 and you build the other 50. And I was like, this is exhausting, constantly trying to complete you, because I can't.
You cannot.
There's no way another human being can ever fulfill you.
No.
Another human being cannot make you happy. You're already happy, and that person enhances your happiness.
Exactly.
I just want somebody to enhance me, and then people that be like so busy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to find ways to find you. And it's like, I have all these conflicts. Can you fix them? No.
I saw something recently, and I hate that I don't remember where I found it, but it said something about relationships shouldn't be hard work. They should be maintenance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that really fucked us up growing up.
Ride or die.
I was dying.
Build him up.
But also that relationships are hard. That kept me in my marriage longer than I should have been. That kept me in relationships longer than... Yes.
Do you think the Bible teaches us that?
No.
That relationships should be difficult?
No.
Like that there should be this battle or this thing that you all have to overcome?
No.
Okay. Okay.
And
I just remember being in a church, and when somebody cheated, it was always the devil.
So
or the things trying to come at us.
But that is one of the very few reasons why the Bible does say that you can get a divorce. It's adultery. Adultery under no circumstance is it accepted.
Okay.
And you can leave, and physical abuse is another one. So there's no reason why people will say the church. Now, you are right. We were taught that, but I believe it was the human.
Word.
That's not in the word. Those are humans that usually use
interpreting the word or using
using it as manipulation.
Okay,
you know, because them pastors be over there cheating too.
For me, sister.
No, there is no reason why anyone should stay if you're getting cheated on, if you're getting physically abused. None of that.
Okay.
I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. That was a good one though, because I do think people believe that.
Yeah,
that
it's supposed to be hard.
Oh, okay, that's what we're talking about.
You got to build them up.
No, love is not hard. A relationship shouldn't be hard if you're coming in already complete and knowing what your purpose is. Right. Now, it's different when you're like 21, 22, dating someone and you really don't know who they are. And yeah, you might go through an infidelity or you might go through something with this person and you can choose to stay as long as that person is making, progress and this lived experience. Because we all have gotten cheated on at a certain point, which is not why we know we weren't accepted. We haven't all been physically abused, but probably maybe verbally. Emotionally by getting cheated on, financially perhaps. And now you know not to go through that or stay through there. But love, a relationship shouldn't be hard.
No, it shouldn't.
No.
A little maintenance.
I like the little oil change.
Yeah,
tires.
A little oil change. Yeah,
rotation.
Not a whole new engine. Not ride around with the broke engine.
Right. You remember them cars? Boom, boom, boom. What? Put that bit in what's the place called when they take them apart?
The wrecker, the tow yard, the
wherever.
Junkyard, yeah.
Take it apart. Like,
we don't want it. We don't want it.
Yo, do you remember? Or were we friends when Carla had her Bentley?
Mm-mm.
We used to call it the Bentley.
She had a raggedy Bentley?
Girl, we used to call it the Bentley. It was like an old, either a Honda or Toyota. I mean, it had to have been the 80s, from the 80s. I don't know what kind of car it was, but doors didn't open, and we would come downtown to her Bentley. We didn't give a fuck. Dressed up with our maxi dresses from BCBG and our Charlotte Russe.
BCBG and Charlotte Russe. What a time.
What a time. I was actually passing by here. Did you see there's like a bar, like a Halloween bar?
Yes, I've been there.
You have? Mm-hmm. Is it always open?
Yeah, all year.
I want to go.
It's fun. That
actually looked really cool. But
the drinks are like super sweet, but it's fun.
I can see that though. But no, I'm just, you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol anyway.
I'm not.
I was walking down and I'm like, wow, downtown looks so different. Mm-hmm. It feels so different now at this age as well. When are we supposed to, do we stop going to bars in downtown at a certain age?
I don't think so. I don't think there's an age limit to having fun. And if you identify that as fun, then do it.
How often?
I mean, it's up to them.
Because I've passed through downtown sometimes. I still see the same people.
Well, okay, so that's different because that's usually guys that you're talking about. And they down here, in my eyes, preying on the younger women.
That's not in your eyes. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm. And they don't be telling people they age.
No,
and they dress younger and younger every year. And now they're in their late 40s and talking to 20-something. You know who I'm talking about. You know I'm talking about you. Get the fuck out from Orlando streets. Stop playing with them 21-year-old girls. I know you look like you under 40,
How did we
47.
Get here?
Stop it.
How did we get here?
Is wrong. You are preying on these young girls.
Is this a trauma response?
This is me telling them the truth. Ain't nobody telling them. They ain't got no real friends.
They don't.
There's no way you got
your
a real
friends are doing it too.
Your friend also doing it.
Yeah,
yes.
Their friends are doing it too.
That ain't cute.
No, it's not.
Go find something else to do.
Yeah.
You got to. And then they be saying, oh yeah, I just don't tell them how old I am because they don't ask.
That's terrible.
That's ridiculous.
It's terrible.
Now, when I'm 60, I'm about to be out here pretending.
So,
like
what
I'm
do
40.
you think your trauma response is? Like, of all these categories, which one do you feel like you were the most? I think fight for me.
I feel like I haven't been able to put it to the test. It's been 3 years of me putting it to the test. I don't think I'm fight anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've tried the dating thing a little bit. And there's nothing none of these guys could have done for me to feel like I wanted to fight.
So I don't necessarily see it as these trauma responses will go away completely. I think like you recognize them and you work through them and you see yourself doing the trauma response and then you try to navigate a different way.
Okay.
Or make adjustments. But I don't know that it's something that we completely just don't do anymore.
You might be right because I feel like I've felt the urge and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That's not what we're going to do.
Exactly.
There's no need. I might call you something, but that's just because I want the satisfaction of it.
I'm a apologize. In the past, I wouldn't have even apologized.
I don't think I'm apologizing.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm apologizing at all. There's another thing that I wanted to talk about because I really want everyone, always to do just be delusional. You want to make $80,000 selling a blank canvas? Believe it. You could do it.
Okay.
You could do it. So there is a man or a woman. I don't actually, it doesn't say if it's a woman or a man. Jen Hanning. I think it's a woman. It's a man. Jen. Of course it's a man because they're the ones that have the audacity.
They do.
Okay, this is why I need us ladies to have the audacity. So the museum paid an artist $84,000 for his work, and people are like, oh my God, let's see his work. So when he delivered the work, he delivered 2 canvases of his work, and they're just blank canvases titled, "Take the money and run."
You think I could do that with these reports I have due at work?
I'm telling you, try it. Have the audacity. What's the worst that can happen? You get 84K.
Like, okay, bitch, you got the audacity. Let me get you out of here.
But sometimes they might be like, oh my God. Brilliant. Somebody else. You never know. Yeah. You never know. So essentially, Jen Hanning was paid that $84K for the Take the Money and Run. Now, that did cause a little rift between the artist and the museum. The museum's a little pissed about what they received. They're not super happy about it. But now that the canvases are out there, people are really looking at it. And
I can see how to be an attraction. To know the backstory behind it is what makes it interesting.
So that's what artistry is, right? Or art.
It's to be interpreted.
Remember the banana with the tape that sold for like millions? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's the tape. You can interchange the banana, but it is what it is. I feel like the girl that sells farts in a jar. Come on. Who would have thought about farts in a jar? There's all these different ideas. Just put it out there. Somebody gonna buy it.
So there's a fart theme to the show today. Okay.
I wish I was gassy right now, but I'm not because I would have let one rip just to be like, it's okay.
It's okay.
Do what you feel like doing. I think that's a great thing to do. But anyways, I feel like it was an amazing thing to do. And it's the last thing that I wanted to talk about. As you have reached your milestone of 40, which is amazing because You've been here for a long time. You're a wise woman.
I'm like 40 and a half now.
I know. No.
My birthday's in July.
I'm thinking 45.
Oh.
But I'm thinking 40 to 50. Yeah. People don't even know that you're 40.
Okay. I love it.
You don't look it at all. But there's, scientists be doing what scientists do. And they be trying to find shit that we don't need to know. Yeah. We don't really need to know. But apparently we age dramatically in 2 bursts. One is at 44 and the other one is at 60. Our bodies make a big physical change of aging. Now, this is from Stanford University and Nanyang Technology University in Singapore. I feel like they be telling the truth. Singapore sounds smart. They tracked 108 participants over a few years, observing the RNA, proteins, and microbiomes. That's what they be doing. That's the scientist stuff. Basically, that means your inside, your skin, and all that stuff. And then they said that these molecules accelerated in a non-linear changes. So they went up at 44 and 60. So the first burst around age 44 is associated changes in metabolism, including fat and alcohol processing.
So we'll probably gain weight then.
Well, not necessarily. When you can't process the alcohol, then other things start messing up. And you start feeling sick, or maybe your insulin, or maybe your kidney.
More of a sign for me to stop drinking.
Yes, for sure. So smoke more with me because there's nothing here about smoking. And then muscle function as well. See? Weed helps your muscle functioning. And then the second one is around 60, and that one's linked to immune regulation, carbohydrate metabolism, and cardiovascular health.
So does the article say anything that we can do to prevent this thing that's going to happen?
Yeah, so it suggests that in our 40s and 60s may be particularly important times to monitor your health and adopt healthy habits.
Okay.
Yep. So this you can do by being outside more, which I'm doing. I'm going to be fine by the time I'm 40. Eating better. I told you that's my goal.
Yes, and I want to know about your plan to be fine by the time you're 40. Like, what's the plan?
I already put it in place.
Tell me.
I'm outside walking daily.
Okay.
I'm eating ice cream only once a week.
Okay.
I am going to Pilates on Mondays. I'm working out Monday through Friday. Okay. I'm going to the beach. I'm just being happy.
Yeah. You don't have to wait until you're 40.
It's a good goal. I just don't think
go ahead and do it now.
I am doing it. I just don't think I'm going to look the way I want to. With the plan that I have, faster than 40.
Okay.
So we go think about 2 years.
Take it slow.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, tortoise.
You do it too.
Okay, tortoise.
Turtle. I like that. Yeah, I feel like that's my plan right now. I'm tired of putting all this pressure on myself.
Oh, you feel like you've been pressuring yourself?
Yes, that's why I stay frozen. So one of my trauma responses, not in relationship but life, is when I I'm like, I gotta get this done. I freeze. And then
push your ponytail up 1 second.
You.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
That's a real friend. See, friends let you look good on camera. Okay.
So
Why?
Okay, slow and steady wins the race.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, by the time you're 44. I mean, 40.
40.
Okay.
I'm going to get there at 40. At 44, I'm going to be so fine that genetic thing's not even going to matter.
You got to pick up a fucking weight.
I've been doing that.
No, like a real one.
Friend, I promise you, I've been doing the app.
Okay, you picking up heavy weight.
Yeah. Okay. I be squatting like 80 pounds on the rack. Is that not a lot? Okay, now I'm weak. I've been doing this one with 105 pounds.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I do that one.
Okay.
When I do this
like
right
extensions?
here, I use 20 pounds.
Or is that a row?
The dumbbell.
Are you rowing?
No, it's a dumbbell.
Oh, yeah, are you rowing?
I guess.
Okay.
I do 20-pound weights for that.
Woo, 20.
What you use?
And you talk about I'm weak, bitch. I'm at 35-40 for a bent over row.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, can we do this?
What's that?
What's
Arm
this called?
wrestle? No, because your aggression's gonna scare me.
I won't even talk. Let's try it.
No.
Come on, 30, 40.
Right now?
Yeah. Come on.
I don't feel like my outfit's good for that.
You're wearing jeans.
My outfit's not good for arm wrestling. I would, but next time.
Come on.
No. You know you can beat me. That's why you want to fucking do it.
I haven't been doing weights for a long time.
I need a better outfit for that. I need I need a better outfit.
You're supposed to be a good sport.
And I need my arms to show so you can see my muscles. So next time we'll do it.
You promise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm finna go practice. Get this bitch.
She had 2 weeks to practice.
Arm wrestle this motherfucker. And the table has to be like the right height.
This is the right height right here.
Because you put your body with it and you're going to beat me.
You gotta put the... She just got me fat.
All I saw was your shoulders, bitch.
Come
and
on.
I saw myself tumbling.
Come on, I know you're strong.
Not that strong.
Okay, fine. What is your feel good for this week? Do you have anything that's been making you feel good lately?
My feel good is kind of like a weird thing. So I went for my follow-up blood work.
Mm-hmm.
And my results didn't necessarily get better, but I found out that there's some things that might be outside of my control that's causing the stuff that I'm seeing. So I've been recommended
Did you ever
to a
talk
specialist.
to us about what's going on?
So it's like pre-diabetes, high cholesterol, but there might be some stuff going on with my pancreas.
Okay.
So it feels good to know that like there's something else that might be impacting me and I might need to do something the other way. So it just feels good to be informed.
Love the fact that you even did it and that you're willing to talk about it, because I know we didn't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because you told us last time in the episode that you were going to come in here and talk about shit that's personal because you got friends to talk about it with.
That's not what I meant.
Essentially, I feel like there are women listening right now that probably
Mm-hmm.
haven't gotten a checkup in forever.
Yeah.
And I'd rather you find this out now than this becoming a problem. And then by the time you find out at 45, 46, 50, it's like, oh my God, now you have 25 days to live.
Exactly.
You know, which happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I
think-
literally just did the blood work just because I was like, oh, I'm 40 now. Let me just do it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I got like a physical or something. The only thing I have been doing for years is like my annual or biannual PAP. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing.
And I feel like that's what most of us do, but there's nothing wrong. Well, at least my OB, every time I go, she makes me do a full
That's good.
blood panel.
No.
Whenever I go.
The only thing I do extra is like, oh, check me for STDs. Like, wouldn't hurt.
No, we check for that too.
Yeah.
But shout out to you doing that. I think my feel good.
So once I know, like, for sure, I'll definitely share more.
Okay.
It's just like unknown stuff.
I think you're doing really good though.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've been praying for you. I have you on my devotionals. I think your pancreas is going to rev up and start working the way it's supposed to.
And I'm feeling good because I've been sticking to my diet, even though right now I'm in a spot where it's like, I've been eating salmon for 7 weeks straight.
That's
I'm about to lose my mind.
bro. Does it have to be salmon?
It doesn't have to be. She reminded me that the other day. She's like, why are you torturing yourself? I give you all these other substitutes. And I was like, you know what? I forgot about that. But also I was being lazy because there's a guy at the gym who makes the salmon for me. So it's like, hey, can you cook these other things too? He's like, Dex, I grill. I don't I don't be like cooking. I'm like, friend.
Please, just throw this little meat on there on the grill.
Yeah, you can't make no meatballs.
On the grill?
No turkey meatballs. I don't know.
That should be easy to make.
It's not about whether it's easy or not. First of all, even if it's easy, Carla, I'm going to fuck it up. Second of all, I just don't want to. I just want to be able to heat it and eat it. That came out weird.
That could be able to heat it and eat it with some meatballs under it. That's how I feel about men,
all right,
too.
so what are you feeling good about?
What am I feeling good about recently? I've been listening to a lot more music. I don't ever listen to music. And I've been finding myself with my headphones on and having music. I really like on Spotify, I go and put like Masego radio. It's like I I don't
it's
even
an
know.
artist?
Okay. Masego.
Okay.
And then different artists come out, like Cleo Soul is
Okay.
that type of music. I think he might be, I don't think it's reggae, maybe like Afro beats kind of, but slow. I don't know. I've really been liking to slow down with music. And at the gym, I've never listened to music before. I have my headphones on with a podcast or something. I found this it's like Glorilla and...
Oh, I love that in the gym.
In the gym?
Yeah.
I know I look crazy.
Because I'm doing a little...
Me too!
Yeah.
I started dancing, so it like pumped me up a little bit. So I've been listening to more music. I still don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because unless I'm reading the captions or lyrics, I don't know what they're saying.
Oh, girl. My favorite gym song right now is Megan Thee Stallion, Everything Big in Texas.
How I go?
I don't even know. I don't know, but she just be like... I'm a bad bitch.
Yes. No, Glorilla's perfect.
Try R&B in the gym.
Love it.
So good.
Love it. I be in my thing. Oh, also another gym tip that I have for you ladies.
Because she's a gym girly.
I'm a gym girl. I'm not trying. I am.
Yeah.
I'm a gym girl and I smoke before going in.
Okay, I can't.
Amazing. I always judged Wendy for doing this. But for me specifically, when I'm in the gym, I'm ready to go. Remember how I used to cuss out the trainer all the time?
Oh, so it slows you down.
I'm actually present. When I would be cussing out the trainers, it's because I'm ready to go. Like 10 more, another rep, another set again. Now I'm just like, whew. It feels like I'm there for like 3 hours when it's really just like an hour 20. But I can actually be present during the workout.
Got it.
And slow down. So it's been great.
Okay. I love it.
I like that. So smoke before you go in. Put your little music on. Work out. Go outside. Really, I do feel better.
I'm proud of you for being consistent.
Thank you.
Do we have a review?
Yep. We do. Not from Apple. We're gonna get it from YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube. We're gonna go see what the YouTube streets are saying today. Let's see. There's a few. Proud Mom was commenting under. This has a few. Okay, I'm gonna give a few of them. Under the episode Why Moms Can't Win, which is episode 23.
Okay.
We have actually Brittany Davis is always on our comments. I love her. She'd be writing for us. She'd be fighting for us in the YouTube comments. I'm not sure if I've read any of your comments before, but she just wrote on episode 23, Lady words are so powerful. Powerful. I'm not sure what she meant there. I'm saying this with all the love in my heart, but you women are both mothers and you're winning. People watching this podcast get inspired every time they see you, women, and how far you have elevated your lives. I'm looking forward to watching this episode. I'm commenting this before I even start the episode.
I love that.
Thank you, Brittany.
That's a supporter right there.
What?
I ain't even looked at it and I know it's going to be good.
She already know it. What's up? Then we have, Mom of Autism 5. A day ago, she said, the things we battle as moms and women is so important to understand and touch on because it varies so much. And then one more from that same episode, Ayesha. Look at us getting comments on the YouTube. Who are we? YouTubers. Hey, YouTube fam. Ayesha said, not Scamiana. Scamiana. Loving this podcast. Ariel was my first watch. I've been watching ever since. Aw, thanks for being here. Yeah. Shout out to our YouTube friends. Listen, audio and video, if you guys didn't know, are edited differently. So the experience you have in audio is amazing. Shout out to Dwayne who edits our audio. And then Courtney on video. Shout out to, is it Courtney or Kaysen? Who does our video?
Kaysen
does our video? No, he does our clips.
Oh, okay.
I think Courtney does our video. Or maybe Kaysen does
both
it.
of them.
But our team, our entire team, from our clips to our full video to our audio, like it's an experience. You guys are listening to us, and we don't have the millions of listens yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's right around the corner. Tomorrow,
basically,
we're gonna be on Essence stages.
Oh,
we are. We're gonna be at Revolt stages. We're gonna be at iHeart stages. Okay. We're gonna be at Business Chamber Commerce stages. We're gonna be doing all that. Okay. We're going to be on Variety magazine covers. Okay. It's coming.
Okay. Good thing that you're already a gym girly.
Thank God. If not, they can edit. But, it's fine. It's fine. We can edit up a little waist. I'm going to make sure I'm friends with the photographers. But no, seriously, thank you guys so much for just supporting the podcast and allowing us to continue to grow. If she wouldn't have left, it would have already been there. That's besides the point. God's timing.
We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
See you next week with our arm wrestle.